You know, when I look out and I see all the real Americans, I think about how Donald Trump, his family was compromised. When I look out there and I see Donald Trump, I think about how his business was compromised. But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again. You know something, Trumpites? I didn't come here as Hulk Hogan, but I just had to give you a little taste. You know, my name is Terry Bollea. And as an entertainer, I love you too. And as an entertainer, I tried to stay out of politics. But after everything that's happened to our country over the past 4 years, and everything that happened last weekend, I can no longer stay silent. I'm here tonight because I want the world to know that Donald Trump is a real American hero. And I'm proud to support my hero as the next president of this United States.
This is a little taste, folks, of Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan, which I'm sure most of you know. He sadly passed away Wednesday, I believe it was. So July 23rd, 2025. Hulkamania is running wild right now all over Twitter. He wasn't a perfect person. He had a little bit of a checkered past, but he was a good guy. He put the WWF, now known as the WWE, on the map. He's one of the most famous wrestlers of all time. He was big in the 80s, which is a little bit before my time. I can't say that I'm a huge wrestling fan or anything to that sort, but I do know Hulk Hogan. I've seen him drop Andre the Giant, which was very huge. You know, he definitely put the sport on the map. He seemed like he was a good guy in person. I'm not going to get into everyone's like, oh, the racist rants he did. We're not going to get into that right now. I just wanted to talk about him because huge iconic figure in the landscape of not just the WWE but in media itself, and that he sadly did pass away in his Florida home from cardiac arrest at the age of 71, which is probably, not to be cynical, but probably pretty good for a bodybuilder of his age and his stature. You know, I'm sure those guys were on a lot of roids, but I found this clip. I thought this was kind of cool. And if anybody's wondering why our format's a little different today, just a really quick note. Duke is dealing with some personal issues, so I have decided to just take over, do a segment or two, and Duke will be right back. But he's dealing with family stuff, so.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. When you walk in this beat shop, I'm surprised that you still got the shirt on, Jack.
Well, let me tell you something. Oh, sure, the first time I met you, I was only 3 years old, but now I'm 6 years old.
Oh, this kid's gonna be the next wrestler, man. He's got good charisma. You can already tell. He's a young kid, great charisma.
So what are they gonna do when the power of the Hulkster and the Roaster and the dual 24-inch pythons run wild on you?
Oh, yeah, let's go. That was cool. Yeah, everybody's talking a lot of crap. I think a lot of it comes from, obviously, the clip I showed you before, that Trump came out at the Hulk Hogan came out at the RNC, and he officially endorsed Trump, which he said, obviously, in the clip before, I'm an entertainer, I don't want to get involved in politics, but I will get involved in politics for this particular moment. Which is, it's a choice. It's a choice. Obviously. But obviously, Trump was involved with Vince McMahon. They've been good friends for a long time. I'm sure they said that he's known Trump for about 35 years. They probably, had a cordial relationship or a business relationship, whatever. I have no idea. But they were good friends. So, this comes from the official White House account. President Trump just gave a heartfelt send-off to his friend Hulk Hogan after his passing today. We lost a great friend today, the Hulkster. Hulk Hogan was MAGA all the way, strong, tough, smart, but with the biggest heart. And obviously, you can see here, this is President Trump and Hulk Hogan. They're obviously locking arms, and I'm sure I'm sure Trump could definitely take down Hogan, right? Yeah, I'm sure. But this is from Real Donald Trump on Truth Social. We lost a great friend today, the Hulkster. Hulk Hogan was MAGA all the way, strong, tough, smart, with the biggest heart. He gave an absolutely electric speech at the Republican National Convention, which I showed you earlier. That was one of the highlights of the entire week. He entertained fans from all over the world, and the cultural impact he had was massive. To his wife, Sky, and family, we give our warmest, best wishes and love. Hulk Hogan will be greatly missed. Which I think he will. I mean, Hulk Hogan, and I don't want to get into the controversies here. I really don't, because Hulk Hogan was a little bit controversial. If anybody didn't know that, he said some things that is not totally PC. And for that, obviously, they tried to cancel him, because anyone who ever steps out of line and says any of the gamer words, they're not PC. No. They got to be put on a list. But obviously, Hulk Hogan survived that. He's doing fine right now, or he was doing fine, and obviously he's not doing fine right now, or maybe he is, I don't know. Afterlife, all that type of stuff, but I think it's a nice send-off from his friend Donald Trump. I'm going to give you guys a really, before I read the article, I'm going to give a really quick summary of my biggest memory of Hulk Hogan. I was with my one friend Danza when we were in high school, and we cut class, and I don't know exactly why, but there was a Hulk Hogan energy drink that we were trying to find desperately. We really wanted this Hulk Hogan energy drink. We're probably 16 at the time, so this is a long, long time ago, back when I was a little pumpkin. But yeah, trying to find this. We couldn't find it, actually. We drove all over the place. I think we went like an hour one way because we heard of this Hulk Hogan energy drink. We couldn't get it. But, it was just like, two dumb kids skipping school or whatever. But like I said, I've seen him in the ring a little bit, but a little before my time. So I've mostly just seen highlights on YouTube. So I recommend everybody watch it. Hulk Hogan, dead at 71, WWE icon, passes away in Florida as cause of death revealed. Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan has died at age 71. The WWE icon, real name Terry Jean Bollea, passed away early Thursday morning after medics were dispatched to his Clearwater, Florida home. 911 operators noted the matter pertained to a cardiac arrest in the disturbing audio of the call. A Clearwater Police Department spokesman said in a statement, Clearwater Fire Department and Clearwater Police Department personnel responded to a medical call at 9:51 a.m. today in the 1000 block of El Dorado Avenue of Clearwater Beach. The nature of the call was a cardiac arrest. 71-year-old resident Terry Bollea, also known as Hulk Hogan, was treated by Clearwater Fire and Rescue crews before being taken by his son Star to Morton Plain Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. Police cars and EMTs were parked outside Hogan's home in the immediate aftermath of the emergency, with the reality star film being carried onto a stretcher and into an ambulance. And obviously we can see a lot of pictures here. Obviously, Hulk when he's older, a little younger back then. He's got the belt on, all that. The shock death comes just weeks after his wife, Sky Daly, denied rumors he was on his deathbed in a coma and claimed his heart was strong after he underwent a routine neck surgery. Hogan is survived by his third wife, Daly, who he wed in 2023, children Brooke, 37, and Nick, 34, who he shared with his first wife, Linda Claridge, and 2 grandchildren. Hulk Hogan's representative, Linda Bosey, I guess, confirmed his death to CBS News, saying, "Unfortunately, we must confirm that Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan, passed away this morning. We are heartbroken. He was such a great human being and friend." And listen, that's what I kind of want to really get into here. Even though Hulk Hogan is a man, he's been mired by controversy. He's obviously not blameless in any of that. But the guy was a good entertainer. For years, he put the WWF on the map. Yeah, obviously he was a hero at one point. He performed the heel at some points too. But he was beloved. He's one of the best known action, or at least the WWE stars that there is. So, and he was a patriot. He loved his country. There's many performances I've seen. He goes out there, he waves around the American flag. You know, you don't have enough of that anymore. A statement on Hogan's official Instagram account read, "It is with a heavy heart and deep sadness that we confirm we have lost a legend. Our beloved Terry Bollea, known worldwide as Hulk Hogan, passed away today surrounded by his loved ones. At this time of grief, we ask that everyone please respect the privacy of his family and friends. May we all take solace in the wonderful memories he left behind for the millions of fans worldwide whose lives he touched for more than 4 decades." And I think that's a good message. Listen, none of us are without fault. None of us are without blame. None of us ever do anything or do everything that, there's always something that we could take back. There's always something we can regret. But Hulk Hogan, he put WWF on the map. He definitely changed the world. I would be shocked if there were, how many people out there don't know who Hulk Hogan is? Even if you're not a wrestling fan or just a casual fan or something like that. So, and I kind of just want to get out there. It's been a bad week for, I guess, celebrities. Chuck Mangione, passed away. Ozzy Osbourne has passed away. What is it? Malcolm Jamal Warner, I believe his name was. I'm a 90s kid. Not an 80s kid. But who played Theo on The Cosby Show. I believe he also passed. So it's not a great week for celebrities. They say these things come in 3s, but apparently it's something that's coming in 4s right now. So, but, hey, rest easy to the king of the WWF. And obviously, write your favorite Hulk Hogan comment down in the comment section. Until then, I will catch you guys later. Peace.